down or nothing. Yeah, popped up.
Okay. Welcome back, y'all, to the Pits Podcast, where basically we sit around, kiki, catch up, kick back about whatever topics we feel like discussing. With that being said, this is a safe space for you, but not your mess, including our own mess. Let's get right into it. This is your boy, Jay.
Okay, next, No Jean Gray.
It's your girl, Katie the Great.
It's your boy, Q.
And it is your girl, E. Kane, and you are now entering the pits. Welcome.
I feel like it's been a while since we've all been in the room, in the chat together. Amen. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus, because it was nobody but you. So here we are, and here we go. EK, we got some shout outs, girl. What's going on? Shout out that popcorn. It looks tasty.
Listen, I ain't even gonna get no shameless plug. They ain't paying us.
You're right. You're right.
But just shout out to everybody that has been interacting with us. Shout out to us, first of all, for, implementing this plan and getting this together, because social media has been popping all week. Shout out to the shared responsibility. Yes. But also just shout out to everybody that continues to interact with us, who are watching us on YouTube. Thank you for your feedback when it comes to like our videos, the sound, and all of those good things. Thank you guys so much. Just to remind you, please continue to hit us up on all our social media at _pits_podcast. Get into it.
That's good. Okay. Happy Pride Month, y'all.
Pride Month. Isn't it also Black Music Month?
It is.
Mm-hmm.
And Beyonce came out of her house the other day. So. Welcome back, sis. Welcome back to courtside, sis.
Here we go.
Too. Katie, what's good?
Nothing much. Let's get it started. So how's everybody doing today?
All right. I'm pretty cool. Just been work. And I know I say that every week, but it's true because I fucking work every week. And I'm tired and I would like a way out. I'm gonna just leave it there. If you have a way out, a suggestion, leave it in the comments, DM us, whatever. I'm open to just about anything except for OnlyFans.
I was gonna say, what happened to the OnlyFans?
Right.
I found my mind.
You did right, not taking all your earnings. Right. I'm good. Same work, but can't complain too much because the bitch is working from home, so that's cool or whatever. Still trying to find there's no gym out here where I recently moved. There's only a CrossFit, and it looked like it's at somebody's house, in somebody's garage, and every time I pass by, it looks like one of those, like, the 40-year-olds that never really grew out of that frat life. And bitch, I ain't got time.
CrossFit is for wimps.
It is nobody of color. So the girl has been, just walking around dry riverbeds. Yes, the community is giving very, not even this, honey, because my hand's a little red. So it's not even giving this. It's giving like this.
Maybe red. These are fingers.
Yes,
Maybe red when they walk working out.
It's giving red. Okay. So I've been trying to get it together, got me some little dumbbells in the house or whatever, trying to, hold it together, keep it tight. Because, they wouldn't lie when they said after 30, bitch, if you don't keep it together, it'll get you together.
Damn.
Miss Phoenix, what's tea?
Honey, working out and being cultured in the sun.
Girl, can I see? Let me see this fit, girl. It's giving something. Can I see? Come on, body colors.
It's giving body. It's giving body. Yada. Come on. Yes.
Oh, I don't know why you did that because I've been I've been putting that video to Kirk Franklin's Do You Need a Revolution? And I came up with this new thing. I want it to be a movement, the whoreolution. If you want to be a whore, you can be the best whore you can be, you know?
Can I do the ad libs in the back? I just want to do the ad libs in the back. You want to be a whore?
Okay, Monique, come on.
Right.
We're gonna sample Kirk Franklin's song, Do You Need a Revolution? And it's gonna be Do You Need a Whoreolution? In the background, I want y'all to go, ooh, ooh. Okay.
Lord.
I got you. Ooh, ooh.
Do you want to be a
Boom.
whore?
Thank you, Kim. You always got my back.
Monique said she still get residual, so girl.
You wanna-
I feel you, sis. EK, what's been good?
Listen, we are out for the summer. I don't know, and everything's just been good. Like, so we just wrapped up the centennial here of the Tulsa Race Massacre, and we just had like the Legacy Festival or whatever. It was so lit, y'all. Definitely was not expecting the Black Panthers and everybody to come out here, the official Black Panthers. I don't know. I just been like in a full like yes for our people like this month. Juneteenth is coming up. Just everything's great. Like I've been just enjoying us like in our culture and all the beautiful greatness we've been having going on.
I live for that.
A way to kick off the summer.
It's
Okay.
Well, y'all know I haven't been doing anything, working. You know, that's about
Hey,
it.
thanks for asking.
Right.
Yeah, how you been, Kim?
What's been going on?
Working and what else, girl? Because that's not it. But if that's all you want to tell us, that's okay too.
What else I've been doing?
That's why we asking.
I mean,
She got like 5 jobs, so it's been working.
Good part.
Oh,
That's which one he want to hear about?
they better be jobs.
the one where she started singing background for the Whoreolution. That one.
They better be jobs. Okay. Well, I'm glad everybody is doing well. Sounds like everybody is blessed and highly favored and employed. So that is a blessing in itself. Not mad at that at all.
Amen.
Keep a job.
Okay. My bad. Q.
EBB Shundo.
So we finally named the segment, y'all. You better
It's
we
Juneteenth.
couldn't see nothing below your elbows. I don't know why you rolling off to the corner. But anyway. I don't know why you turned over there rolling like that. We cannot see nothing but these elbows. Roll in peace in front of you.
My bad. But y'all,
Okay, E. Kane finally named our pop culture segment. Would you like to introduce it, E. Kane?
Listen, I like the way Katie said it when she come out, so I'm gonna let her go ahead and hit it on out there for us.
She forgot.
What's popping?
What's poppin'?
Everybody, wow.
My bad.
Way to put me on the spot.
My bad. We ain't talking about that.
I want to hear it. Come on, KD, one time for the one time.
Razzle dazzle. I mean, what's popping? You hear me? Shit.
I guess she was on bourbon this weekend.
You know,
I was just about to say, ain't she giving New Orleans Zaddy? Yeah.
I've been giving it all week. So you playing it. Your accent. Thank you.
Get it how you live.
So yes, we're going to get into what is popping out here in these streets. Q, what's T?
All right, so first, we're gonna start off with, I guess, the easy shit. Mayweather versus Paul. So Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul both had a fight this past weekend. Did y'all see it?
I just want everybody to raise their hand who paid their money.
Nah, I put to go see it for free, but I seen that.
I caught the highlights on Twitter. Anyway,
I was confused. I didn't even know the fight happened because I felt like after it was over, I was waiting on Twitter to have something to say, and it was crickets. I
mean,
I got something to say, all right.
It was mostly Ocho. And
Yeah,
that's the part
pretty
that I
much.
was looking
But see,
at.
he did that. My boy did that.
Chad Johnson, the NFL player.
Uh-huh.
He did he
Chad
was
Ochocinco.
knocked out in the 4th round, but he did an excellent job. Like I feel like if they would have left it at 3 rounds, he would have won.
Wait, Chad had a fight?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was fighting somebody.
Child, who did he fight?
Yep.
It wasn't a woman. He did.
Right.
I'm sorry.
He finally weighed in.
My
Well,
bad.
I guess
What he not gonna do? I
My
mean,
bad.
instantly.
I like him.
Yeah,
It was Evelyn. It was Evelyn. So I understand. Not saying that I fought for it.
she deserved it.
I ain't gonna say that either. But it was
She
Evelyn.
deserved it.
You're right. It was Evelyn. Ochocinco wanted me. I'm sorry. I just had to say it.
I mean, she did quit the show here recently, but
Ochocinco wanted me.
who did he fight?
Some dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
And I mean, from what I heard, the fight seemed boring. And then after the fight, they were both just like, well, we both just got paid all this money, but thank y'all for paying to watch.
50 mil.
And then somebody said that it wasn't a good look for Mayweather to be fighting him since he didn't knock him out and win. And I was just like, was that really?
He was trying to hold back though, because he could have knocked his ass
I
out.
don't think that
he
was his
holding back.
intention to knock him out.
I mean, didn't they pay Mayweather $100 million?
I think they split it. He
Yeah,
had
something
50 mil.
like that.
50 mil was the payout that he posted on his picture.
He split it. I guess. I mean, I guess.
My thing is I'm struggling with, are you really a boxer at this point? Like, I agree with what Mike Tyson said. Like, he would be undefeated too if he only had like 30 fights with, like, I feel like Pacquiao has only been his only competitor. Everything else has been for clout and for money.
Yeah.
He's retired, so he goes into these fights just to remind people. I think he bowed out, I guess, at the height of his career. And every fight after that had just been like, oh, I'm just having fun. I feel like that's what
he's fighting nobody.
Nope.
Well, child, don't get me the line because I don't follow boxing.
Pacquiao is his biggest competition.
You're right.
They would have one more fight.
Pacquiao's still fighting.
You're right.
Yeah, but Mayweather ain't gonna fight him no more.
Nope.
He's not gonna do that no more. He's not gonna do that.
No, he's not gonna do that one.
Kudos to him for making 50 mil for doing nothing.
Well,
I just want him to get some reading intervention time in his retirement. That's all I need him to do.
Wow. Anyways, speaking of fights, Mariah Carey and Jay-Z. Did y'all hear about this situation?
I did.
Well, apparently they had a meeting at Rock Nation and they were discussing the future of Mariah's career. Apparently her and Jay-Z, allegedly, her and Jay-Z had words, and it was sort of a blowout where Mariah said she wanted nothing to do with Jay-Z and she was leaving Rock Nation management, record label, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
She only left because of her management team had left Rock Nation.
Mm-hmm.
And then when her and Jay-Z had this big, meeting with each other, that's when it all went down.
Okay, well, see, I didn't know nothing about this until I saw this on Instagram, and Mariah posted this, and Mama said, the only explosive situation I'd ever get into with Hope is a creative tangent, such as our #1 song, Heartbreaker. To the people who make these lies, I say, poof, vamos. So I didn't hear nothing about this until she said that, and I was like, girl, not arguing with Jay-Z in a meeting.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I mean, she is the queen of conflict.
I didn't know she still had a career going, but hey.
I mean, Mariah's a diva. And she's not a new age diva. She's used to being a diva alongside the likes of Whitney Houston, Celine Dion.
We put her next to Whitney?
Yeah.
No,
oh, yes.
Do not do that. Don't do that.
In that time, because you have to admit, back when Whitney was like the head diva, Mariah was hanging in there.
Not hanging in there. Mariah was next to. Do not do Mariah like this.
No, I'm not saying like hanging in there as in, like hanging on.
I mean, quiet as kept. If you really want to go off of in there, Whitney didn't have no career like 5 years prior to her passing. Now let's be real now.
But
Yeah,
she had also
vocals,
had
though.
other things going on.
Oh, so now it's the other things going on.
She
Okay.
did. She did. She had other things going on.
What is Mariah
Don't
doing? And she ain't got nothing going on. She
Mariah's
didn't have
really-
Nick
Okay,
Cannon said
but-
baby.
Mariah's still making #1s from that damn Christmas song from 17 years ago.
Oh,
What
Mariah
new?
is-
I said what new? What new? We
No,
talking
she
about
was-
What
Oh,
new
hold on,
did we
hold
have
on.
going?
Hold on. Mariah actually has new music that's supposed to come out this Thursday, I believe. Produced by Terry Lewis. Hold on.
Terry
Jimmy
Terry.
Jam and Terry
and
Lewis.
ain't nobody heard about it but you. You just
yeah,
had
right.
Mariah just put out an album a couple of years ago. Don't do that.
And said what?
Yeah.
She did a
And
song.
honestly,
Caution was cute.
She used them vocals from her live
I
performance.
like Mariah's music. Like Mariah's good.
And what?
She's good studio. I need to see her live.
She's
No
good
music.
live. She's good
Acapella.
live.
He is good live.
Mm.
All I want for is love.
She was irritated. She was irritated.
Baby.
Oh
Don't
God.
forget to punch your nose though.
Don't
Yes,
do
you got the
Mariah. At a
note.
certain age, everybody loses it, so don't do her.
According to Wendy Williams, she believes that it's allegedly because Mariah hasn't put out any hits recently.
I mean, that's probably true.
But she has had a #1 in every, what is it? Is it every decade or
Every
what?
Years.
every decade.
What was her
Mama
last
has had a
number one hit? From 2011 to 2021. What was it? Where was the hit?
Mama just got she didn't say new.
I believe.
She didn't say new. That Christmas track was #1 last year.
Oh my
Oh, the
God.
Billboard
It's gonna be
chart.
#1 every Christmas because the department stores keep playing it on repeat.
We ain't asking for all that. We just need to know
It's
it's
the people
#1.
listening though.
So
It's
now
the
you Nicki
people
Minaj. Stormy's the one while she's selling all the records.
I ain't got time for Nicki.
Are we Kylie now?
I'm just asking. I'm just asking. What
Are
is
we
new?
Nicki
I need to
now?
know what's
Are we
new.
Nicki?
Wait.
It ain't been popping since the Emancipation of Mimi, if we being real. When has she had a great full album since then?
I mean, that's true, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the #1.
I'm just saying, we trying to put her up there. Okay,
It
next.
is what it is.
My bad. We gonna be on this all night.
You right.
Okay.
We got music over here, baby. Go ahead, Q.
Well, speaking of things that people didn't ask for, Fallon Gubadia,
Not Google.
she has an interview that's about to come out on some network that I don't know. It might be on Instagram. I don't know. Search for it on Instagram. Search for it on YouTube. Somebody will tell you where it is because I
It
don't
was
know.
an interview that she posted on her YouTube page to address. So I think she's trying to get her coins and run her views up and promote her page at the same time
Mhm.
instead of giving Bravo that time.
Okay, so are you a fan of Fallon Gubadia?
I am not, but I did do some research because I wanted to know, like, what's the reason for you doing this?
Are you a Portia fan?
I am not. I don't agree with the situation because the way Simon coming out with these pictures and these fake receipts, baby, he just doing too much for me. He's
He's giving Peter for
It's
me.
giving-
He wants a peach for me.
it's giving scorned ex-wife for me.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Like
Not the
Nene
one in
told
particular.
Peter, stay out of women's business.
And then Portia on their pictures, they don't look in love on any of their pictures. It's like a niece and an uncle together. Oh, I
It's
saw my
giving
uncle.
very
Let me
uncle
take a
niece relationship. It is giving
Like I
very-
said when we had talked about this topic last time,
Mhm.
it's a business deal.
Facts.
That's all it is. It's a business deal.
Facts.
They
And-
know they ain't in this for real.
But did you see the guy that he's trying to claim she cheated with?
That part.
My man's had on a Rugrats t-shirt. Like, you think she done fumbled the bag for him? Y'all go look at his Instagram. Please go look at his Instagram.
That's
Well-
why everybody keep on saying he looked like he 12.
He does.
Oh.
He dressed
He a
like
teenager.
What? Who are we talking about?
It's on
Fallon.
Simon's Instagram.
The
And
man that
Simon
Fallon
tagged
cheated
the
with.
dude and shouted out his Instagram name. And I went and looked through it and I said, ain't no way. Like, Simon, you gonna have to come up with something better than this. I don't believe she cheated with him. Ain't no way.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes people do stupid things in situations.
No, but Simon had them going and was paying for them to go on trips together and everything. Like he was a friend, like her assistant type of friend.
It's giving
Like go and stay at the house while he not there. Type person, like
everybody knows what's going on, and then Bravo. It's giving Andy read what had happened and called her up and said, "Girl, this is your moment. Stir it up, sis. Stir it up."
He said sis to Simon because Simon the only one that's stirring the pot. He's the sis that's stirring the pots.
Okay, well, Simon.
Girl, change your name to the reader. He named the reader, and she's reading.
I can't. I'm so sick of them. I had to unfollow like a lot of people on social media because they just keep reposting it. I'm like, Simon, like your receipt's not adding up. I'm sorry.
Oh shit, he do got a Roll Ray jacket on.
Do you see his pictures though? Like he looked like he by 18.
Ain't that the same dude she proposed to at the bowling alley?
We know.
Ain't got no money. Ain't got nothing. He don't got nothing.
You right about that.
But I mean, you know,
he dresses like he's homeless.
I mean, next season of Real Housewives should be interesting.
he seems like he's one of their what's not Make a Wish Foundation, but Big Brother, Big Sister. He look like she's his mentor and she's like helping him find his
girl, not mentor, not Big Brother, Big Sister.
I'm just saying.
You're doing too much.
Mentor.
That's what it's giving.
Yeah, you're right, Eve.
Okay. We done with Ellen and Portia. I'm done.
This is doing it. That one did it. That one fucking did it for me.
Yeah, that's the one she
does look a little 20-ish.
Oh.
Nah, I ain't gonna say. I got a Dare t-shirt that I throw on and flaunt, you know, and add a little razzle dazzle to it.
See how it's
a style.
See how we throw stones.
You know what?
I didn't say nothing about the Dare. I said the Rugrats shirt.
What?
That's what I said. The style is giving very 2010.
He looks like he shops at Zara when he can, and then
it's giving Aeropostale for me.
She takes pictures of him.
It's giving Little Twist, Abercrombie in the mall, early
Hollister.
2000s, North Park Mall. It's giving skateboards.
He still got the shell necklace.
It's giving Little Tunchi.
I was nice. He said 23.
Shell necklace.
So.
Not the shell necklace.
Next. Dang, now we put these folks in the pits. We need
oh, I know.
What's going on?
Okay, so next, let's just drop on down to Miami. Let's talk about Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty just turned himself in about maybe 5-6 hours ago for the shooting at the King of Diamonds. And let me see, it is a aggravated battery with a firearm charge. And in Miami, that's a minimum of 20 years if he's charged. And it was a security guard that was shot in the ankle. So this is
the charge is the state or the security guard.
Good question. Let me see. But I'm gonna say Miss Phoenix. How you feeling about this? I feel you know who Pooh Shiesty is first. Okay, how do you feel about this?
I feel like when you want to live the way you rap or vice versa, it still comes with consequences. And I feel like he very much knew what those consequences were.
Absolutely.
It's not what I would like to see anyone in jail. However, when you portray that life and you like to dabble in that life, that's what happens. So
He's only 21.
he is. He's a baby.
What the fuck is Pooh Shiesty, girl? What is his
I just
name?
know somebody. I don't know who he is either.
I don't know who this is.
I'm not showing his mugshot. I'm not because I don't believe in that.
What does he do?
But I mean, you know,
he raps.
I know
And this
it's
is
like
his song.
bullshit, but you know, he said you live by the gun.
And this is his song.
Good and blood. He sings that.
That's right.
Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the knee, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go.
You got his own fire. He got it in the club.
I mean,
He
Good.
just said
he
it. Like,
rapped it.
I listen to that shit every time I'm driving down Beasley.
He rapped it, and guess what? He did it. So
come get it back in blood.
he got it back in blood.
He's very talented.
Not 20 years for shooting somebody in the
I don't
ass.
know if we're gonna call it talented, but
Word.
he raps it, and
Yeah.
he about it. So
Yeah.
They
I
can
mean-
have that, honey.
We grew up with Boosie. Boosie on murder charges. I mean,
It was
and
Gucci
trying to
for me.
beat them charges, and hell, C Murder still being in jail.
Monica almost got her.
Grew up to that.
Monica and Kim Kardashian working on it. Give them a little
You
time.
you right. You right.
oh, Monica gonna get
Oh, I would touch on Kim, but I'm just not gonna do it.
Oh, he just needs a wife that can do that for him. I can't.
like, oh my God.
When I say Courtney was my whole vibe, like
Right.
could care less. Like, girl,
Courtney is always the vibe. Courtney be over there
Mhm.
sniffing salads, eating carrots.
I'm so
You know,
Yeah.
what I will say about Kim, honey, is when it comes to timing, honey, Mama reads the room. Mama reads the room, girl. Not waiting to drop the episode now, girl. After the divorce, yada yada yada, and now you're like, you don't want to come off as like, oh, I left him in his time of need. So your initiative is to spin the situation and be like, no, I really wanted to be with him,
but I couldn't move to Wisconsin.
I couldn't move.
Like,
Girl, why couldn't you move, girl?
You can literally catch a flight every day if you wanted to.
And we all on Zoom. Girl, why couldn't you, sis? But
I know they got
kudos to you,
iPhones.
girl, because kudos to you, girl, because
No kudos. No kudos. Let me cut you off. I'm gonna have to cut you off because she ain't getting no goddamn kudos from here. Not tonight. No, oh no, you wanted a nigga, you have a nigga now.
We're gonna pay my kids.
That's what you got. And now
I'll
look
make my
at it.
decision.
It's gonna be a goddamn baby mama, the same shit that y'all used to call ghetto.
I'm gonna see what Kanye do
Hello,
the next couple of
welcome
years.
to the goddamn party, Kim. Hello, Kylie. I
And
see
you wanted
back
a seat
there.
at the table, now you have a seat. Pull it up.
Work.
Thank you.
It's the fake North painting for me, but we ain't gonna get
I
started.
mean, should have stayed in your lane, like the little sister, the model who
Model.
does whatever she does on the runway. And
Kendall.
Oh, I thought it was like Kim. He's like, what's she modeling?
Courtney.
Hold on, y'all.
Is that
And you know what? I'm sorry, I messed up because I called Kylie, but Kylie, you know, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna plastic surgery shame. I ain't gonna do
Let's
it.
not do it. Okay, next topic.
But her fake cosmetics, you can talk about those. They got people lips and stuff.
I mean, I'm just saying, I agree with Kathy Griffin. I think that this new person should be called Francine because it was like a transformer.
Okay, is that all that's popping this week?
Last but not least, Tyler Perry.
Not
He
last, but
is-
I got a list too, huh?
Oh, that's right. You know what? Tyler Perry, he's bringing back Medea in Medea's Homecoming on Netflix in 2022. Jay, back to you.
E, you have thoughts? Are you going to it, girl? Are you gonna
Not E over it.
It's not even worth my breath. Moving on. What's on your list, Jay?
I want to write a book and turn
KD
it
said
into
she
a movie
going
one
to
day,
see it.
so I ain't gonna say nothing crazy.
KD said she going
You
to
already
see
know how I feel.
I may need to work with him one day, like on a book and a movie. So
Maybe you could help him spice up some of these shows so he can stop being the only writer.
no, I'm not trying to overstep my boundaries. So,
Okay, we ain't gonna do too much in it because some people in here may want to be future employees of. So let's just skip right on over. Okay, I want
Read
to
the
give
reviews. Okay, Jeff. For real, his ex-employees have a lot of reviews out. I just read the reviews. What it feels like to work at Tyler Perry Studios. Go ahead, Jeff.
can you tell me like one of the reviews that you remember?
Okay, moving right along. I would like to give shout outs to Miss Simone Biles, who is really just, at this point, Wonder Woman. I mean, let's be clear and let's be truthful. It's clearly, honey, Mama is Black Panther. Y'all say y'all wanted to do Black Panther. She has arrived, honey. Not Mama flipping and jumping and sticking all over you hoes at every single chance. So recently, she wins her 7th U.S. gymnastics title ahead of the Tokyo Olympics, which she's the first woman to do so. So girl, kudos to her. And I know she's gonna go over there to Tokyo and dominate them hoes.
Shout out to the all-Black female gymnastics team that's gonna represent the United States.
Girl.
Black girls are killing gymnastics. I mean, which, duh.
Eddie,
The only thing,
you know, the moon works
shout out to
for us.
Simone.
Right.
Mama is super young. Mama still has a lot of career ahead of her. Mama is inspiring a lot of girls out here to go do what needs to be done. Only thing I'm gonna say, and it's not a negative thing, is I wish Black boys weren't like ridiculed for doing gymnastic type things the way they are in the Black community. It would dominate men's gymnastics. The way I keep seeing videos of random ass niggas in the hood doing 15 fucking somersaults.
That's what I was gonna say. Because
Miss Phoenix flipping over cars, doing all this
I
extra
got students that will climb a gate and flip off the gate, and I'm like, really? First of all, stop.
For fun.
But for safety reasons.
the gymnastics,
good job.
the gymnastics portion of it is not being ridiculed in the Black community. It's when I believe what it is. Honestly, I'm gonna just put it on the table. I think it is the feminine look of the spandex or the leotard, because
niggas be wrestling with all them white boys.
But they said the same thing about looking
like.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Wrestling.
I don't know. Because if somebody is like doing flips over and over in like the everyday neighborhood, we rooting them on. We out there watching, we videoing, we doing all of that. But once it gets into like the arena and you get into the outfits and you start going through the motions or whatever of the gymnastics, that's when people have a problem with it. And honestly, I can't connect it. I don't get it.
But I also think it's the correlation between cheer as well. Like they automatically equivalent like gymnastics to cheer as well. So I think it kind of, you know.
So it is the clothing, but it is also just how Black men be treating other Black men when it comes to things they don't think they should be doing. Like if it's not football or basketball, nowadays maybe a little baseball, maybe a little track, you don't need to be playing that sport. And it's like, I hear what you're saying, but why are you limiting the youth to these different arenas where they can clearly dominate? You talk about making a coin from a basketball game. That's true. Why not make a coin for 20 plus years on somebody's gym floor somewhere doing some gymnastics instead of playing football for 5 years and then you don't know how to invent, you know, la 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 la. I'm just saying.
Because I mean, I feel like the wrestling forms are more flamboyant. They wear the same outfits in track and field. So I mean,
like that's what I'm saying. But honestly, I do not know what the hang up is.
Child, y'all be out there practicing football, honey, in your
tight
ass pants, honey. We be seeing the things. What's going on? I'm just like, get your ass out there and flip for a coin, okay? I'm just saying.
Don't limit your sports.
But also, I feel like it's the limited exposure. So we can take like it be falling on the community thing. I also feel like our community and our kids don't have the resources or the exposure to those things either.
Sure.
When you think about like their schools and stuff, the typical sports that you're gonna find in a predominantly Black neighborhood is going to be your football, your basketball, and your track. They're not exposed to those types of things at a young age. So I think it's an exposure issue as well.
I agree with that. I hope the people like the Simones, the Serenas, you know, all of that encourage the youth to go into sports that maybe not they would usually go into.
Right.
If there's a talent to do something, let your child express that talent. If there is an exposure, try your best to maybe find an experience or a way to introduce your child to certain things. But I definitely get it. I mean, my school that I went to school, my high school, middle school too, child offered the basics and barely that. We ain't even had no fucking band or track. So I get what you're saying by exposure. Sometimes you just don't have it. But I'm hoping with these new ways.
Yeah, and then I mean, even the funding, like these
funding is a huge
or even
issue.
just like funding, like if you find somewhere to where, let's say if I was in Jackson and I wanted to go to the Madison or Clintons, it's probably going to be more expensive. Like, it's just so many things. I think it's just us as a community, we have to come together and figure out like how can we expose our kids. Even within the school system, like they're trying to take out the arts and PE and stuff. They trying to emphasize reading and math. Like I'm seeing so much of it in education, and that could be something that could be like simply introduced in a PE class. You know what I'm saying? That a teacher can go get trained to do. It'll be the basics, but it's still like that exposure to it for at least one unit, or you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I feel that. Moving right along, next on the list, we must shout out Tiana Taylor. I mean, we stand Tiana Taylor over here for multiple reasons, honey. I've been down since I was Googling it. I've been down since she was 16 on TV, honey. That really broke the doors open for my sweet 16. I've been rocking for Tiana a long time, but I did not know this was a fact. That she's the first Black woman to be on the cover of Maxim magazine, which blows my fucking mind. Cause I'm like, not y'all act like Black women just got sexy. And then I thought about it, how I used to stand every year for when this magazine came out, because, you know, I used to live for Jessica Alba. I used to live for all these other girls that would be on the covers.
All the
ones paid attention to the fact that they weren't Black. None of them ever. Girl, I was gagged when I read that. I was like, this can't be right. Not first, girl.
Or even just watching it, you know, they should have the countdown on VH1.
Yes.
And like it would only be like your Halle Berry, or honestly, like Halle Berry's the only Black, well, you know.
But my question
on the list at one point in time, but she was never number one. Halle Berry was on there, never number one. Like all the people that our community typically puts up as like the attractive Hollywood Black girl, never number one. Janet Jackson, bitch, never number one. I don't, what was happening?
We're gonna get to Miss Janet Jackson later, because Swiss you motherfucker.
Jackson is nasty.
Let's hold on.
Thank you, Kim. You know what, Kim? Hold on to that, because I'm gonna need it later.
Meghan and Prince Harry had their child. I don't really want to talk too much about the child. I mean, they named the child Lilibet. Apparently Lily is Lily is what they used to call Diana, so on, so on. I mean, I get it, sweet, cute. It's y'all on Twitter and it's y'all on Instagram talking about y'all cannot wait till y'all see her daughter rocking an afro and a bonnet. Bitch, have you ever seen Meghan rocking an afro or a bonnet? So what the fuck make y'all think that her damn daughter, Meghan, is biracial?
Gonna be doing the same thing. The fuck?
Meghan is biracial, and her husband and the father of her children is a white man. I get it. Jeans can skip, ho. Jeans can skip and fuck you up.
Well, yeah, because the mama got dread.
Seriously.
The mama got dread and a nose ring.
I mean,
I love her.
Her daughter not gonna be wearing no bonnet and it's not gonna be no afro girls. Y'all need to hang that up and don't be in Megan's DMs, honey, sending her silk presses and all, girl, do this for natural hair. Leave that woman alone and leave her white children alone. Like, leave her alone and you stop with the foolishness, okay? Just let them folks live out their lives on what they means, because it's not. Have y'all seen her son? The same parents, sister. They have the same parents. Have you seen her son? And y'all got the nerve to be out here calling Drake baby white. Have you seen her son?
Thank you.
Let it go, y'all. Let it go. I know we roll for her and we still ride for her in her situation or whatever, but let's just keep it a buck. Okay? It's not gonna happen, honey. I don't give a damn what you say. It's not gonna happen.
On to the next. On to the next.
That part. Okay, let's hand it over. I feel like Miss Phoenix has our topic this week.
Well, and since we're already at an hour, let's make it
Oh, wait, y'all. Hold on. I'm so
yeah, did
sorry.
we forget something?
We did. I want to ask y'all, do y'all know what a petticoat is? Because we have a listener at Leakin Residential asked the question, do you guys know what a petticoat is? And sent the link to a video that I'm about to share on the screen.
Woo! Not I hear petticoat and think of the Sandal sisters. But go ahead.
I have a lot of them, so I'll invite you and you're free. Okay.
One of the greatest singers in the world. In the world.
I love that you guys love each other. I always want to talk about it for real though. I know, I felt it. I'm sitting right here feeling that you love each other.
Whatever I need.
Look, she that petticoat on. I got a petticoat.
Oh, Shaka, shut up.
Okay, I love you. And she said she's going to the studio in that outfit. She's not taking it off.
Yes, you are.
Nice to see you. She's not gonna win this.
Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan.
Oh, word for shade.
Shade.
I want to know, starting with KD the Great. Think a petticoat is.
Somebody that I don't know, a petticoat. That the person is petty and they got a coat on. The coat is probably not ugly. It's probably ugly or something. What's a petticoat? Hell.
It is so country and old.
Old country.
It is.
Think Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Right.
Think Dr.
Those
Queen
dresses
Medicine Woman.
coming out
Dr.
like
Queen
this.
Medicine Woman.
A motherfucking petticoat.
Okay, you remember how them dresses back in the South, the Southern
Daddy
women?
said, girl, this is body. I don't need no extras.
Daddy said that was all body.
It was plantation. Plantation.
Yes, honey.
I would have got her together.
Y'all, and I just looked it up what a damn petticoat is.
Uh-huh. The little
Little House on the Prairie.
She tried her though, Kim. That was a Southern insult. She
She
tried her.
did. She did. I mean, you know, I'm not girly, so I didn't know. But I, you know, one of those dresses, I used to have one of those.
Girl, now I was skipping around Clinton in a petticoat.
It was only for a pageant. Thank you very much. Don't do me.
Fight it.
The gag is the way Patty was turned, it did look like a petticoat. Was giving Dr. Queen Medicine Woman. It was giving.
You know what? After this, ain't nobody safe. Between petticoat and double homicide, nobody's safe.
That's still a gag. Okay,
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Oh, yes.
Right. Move into the main topic. So let's talk a little bit about life insurance. You know, to cover your expenses if you so shall pass. Everyone in this world will die one day. So I think to be prepared for it would be in your best interest. Just a few facts. 57% of Americans have life insurance. I thought the number was lower based off assumption. And African Americans make up a lot of the policies for life insurance.
Work.
So you guys, what are your thoughts? Do you think that's something you should get early on in life, later in life? Like,
Absolutely.
when should you plan to have
I-
life insurance?
I, for one, most definitely for life insurance, that should be a thing that everyone should have. Because doing someone like pass away, doing a GoFundMe, that can take some time
Yeah,
to get that money in so that you can bury your loved one.
that's true.
Get you, I don't care if it's 10,000, Get you something that will make sure that you are covered as far as funeral expenses and stuff like that. Get you something. I don't care what it is. Me, myself, I can say that if I can say that life insurance is really important to me because I mean, you know, people pass and you need that. You honestly need that. Like who you gonna be paying for a funeral out of your pocket. So what are you doing? And you don't have it.
Smoke.
Hey, Katie, I don't know what you got going on over here.
I don't either. I had to look
We're gonna have
at
a
Jay.
serious conversation and you don't start playing. We're not laughing at death, y'all. We're not laughing at
I
death.
didn't want to lean on camera while she was talking.
Go watch us on YouTube so you can see what we laughing at. Go ahead and hit that YouTube page up. Okay, my bad, Katie, go ahead.
But yeah, I think it's really important because I mean, me being a loved one and didn't have life insurance or fucking no insurance and having to come out of pocket myself for a funeral, I think that is something that should have been, you know, insured death, especially if you know this person is sick, you know. But have life insurance just because people die at the drop of a hat, and it's could be just natural causes. People die. I mean, we just here for a minute, honestly. Get you some damn life insurance. I got some life insurance. Do y'all have life insurance?
I do.
do.
But I think my life insurance it's not even for funeral costs. Like I've talked to Maury about this and everything. And like I told him, like my life insurance is cremate me and it's to live off of and to keep passing on. Like, I mean, we don't have kids together, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that you can have. Like, don't spend all that money on our funeral and then still be struggling after the funeral just for like people to, you know what I'm saying, do a cremation, a nice little memorial ceremony, pocket everything else and put it in the fund, put it in savings, whatever it is. Like that's my gift. Like it's almost like this my gift to y'all, you know, for being here. Like don't waste some money on a funeral. That's what my life insurance is.
I do have life insurance. We both have life insurance. And the same thing. It's not really, it's an investment, is how we look at it. Like, it's not just for funeral costs. Like, if anything were to happen, anything, if a Katrina moment happens, something like that, you know what I'm saying? With the amount of money we've put into it, we could, you know, potentially be in a situation like, what if we didn't have a job, or what if we weren't able to pay our mortgage and all these type of things that could come into play depending on the type of policy that you have.
Correct.
So we have one, and I do think everyone should have one. And even outside of just thinking about it for after death cost, think about it for the ones that are going to still be here after you or someone else dies. I can't this nigga. I can't deal. But yes.
It was a church finger for me.
Look, I thought I was the only one. I'm like,
girl, okay. Is he at a funeral? What is he? But yes, I do have life insurance. I should have life insurance. I actually, Q and his mom have a episode on life insurance, actually. Really dope conversation, a lot of details had. Y'all go check that out to get some, you know, from somebody that works in insurance. Speaking personally, like you were talking about, KD, I haven't had to do anything personally, but I've seen the effects on family members from trying to bury someone and do the most with the least. And a situation where there was money that was supposed to be set aside for, but then the money was stolen, is what I say. They say, what was the word that was used?
Was it misappropriated?
That is giving that, but it's giving like redirected. The coins were redirected.
So where?
You stole them.
Right.
Your pocket. So stole the coins, and then come time for, you know, bury grandmother, and everybody's scrambling and everybody's, well, what dress are we gonna put her in and what jewelry is she gonna be in? And then we don't want to put her in a cheap coffin. And then it started giving like, well, who is this for? Because she don't see the work. If you don't have the money, then you don't have the money. So who is the show for?
Right.
The work. And you know, and I feel like especially in like Black families, that can get really tricky because traditionally we do like to do the most for the homegoing. We do like to be over the top. My only thing is if you do not have the means to do that, you do not have to do that. If the person that is telling you, well, why ain't you doing this? If they're not offering you the coinage to do that, don't put that burden on yourself because once that person is gone and you have all that debt residing with you because you tried to do the most for everybody else, that person's dead and has no idea what you had done, realistically.
That part.
So,
or doing the most and can't even get a tombstone when it's all said and done.
exactly. So get your life insurance early. You don't have to wait later in life. You can get life insurance for your kids if you have kids, your nephews, your nieces. Age is not a factor.
Right.
Age is not a factor.
I'm across.
What I know now,
yeah.
What I know now, I would have gotten life insurance for my dad. The information that I know now that I could have gotten the insurance for him, you know, me knowing, you know, his situation. I could have gotten it for him, but luckily he left me some goddamn money and I was able to, you know, properly bury him. Right. So it's just like, get some damn life insurance, point blank period.
Yes,
no matter what you use it for, get you some life insurance.
Yes, don't leave your loved ones having to struggle to put you away.
And the loved one don't feel like he gotta struggle.
If you ain't got the money, my mama say, I'm gonna burn you up. I ain't gonna fret over it. I ain't gonna stress over it. If you ain't have no life insurance, if you ain't have no health insurance, if you wasn't doing right, you know, by yourself, and if you had a family, if you weren't doing right by them, by looking out for them, because that's all it is. That's protection. It's security for not only you, but whoever you're with, whoever, you know, you're sharing your life with. Right. In her words, if you didn't leave anything, and if you were just that selfish and careless, I'm gonna just cremate you. I'm gonna burn you up and I'm gonna be done with it.
And the gag is that's not free either. Quiet as it's kept.
It's not.
And
that's not free. It's a
whole lot cheaper.
Right. It's a lot cheaper than burial expenses, but it ain't free, honey.
It's not.
One, honey, you might end up in a burial in somebody's backyard, honey, aflame.
If I knew what I know now.
And when you're picking out insurance policies, just facts that I picked up, even though 57% of Americans have life insurance, only 30% of those that are covered have like a sufficient amount of life insurance, because often, even though in the Black community, we do have a lot of our population with the insurance policies. However, it's not enough to not only cover your your funeral expenses, but also for an investment for the family. Like that income is no longer coming in. So even after we put you away, we still need that income. So a lot of Black insurance policies are like $50,000 and less, versus you can go all the way up to the $2 million policies. And just to give you like monthly rates of insurance, this is just by average, for a male who is under 25, if you want $500,000 life insurance policy, that is $22 a month.
Try the way Netflix is going, y'all will be paying that next year for Netflix.
Thank you.
Exactly.
It's honestly that easy. You just pay it and forget about it. Put that shit on.
And it come out your check. You don't even gotta see it.
It come out your check at work.
This is for the people who talk about playing chess and not checkers. This is for that crowd. Y'all talk about that. Okay, to give you an example, my parents have multiple insurance policies, and they have sat me and my brother down and told us about these insurance policies, and if it's something happened to them, who to contact, what to do,
Mhm.
which insurance policy will take care of what. Everything will be taken care of. And then like the houses, the cars, all of that taken care of. And then, like you said, Buki, money to invest with the family. A policy for that. So for all y'all who like to say that, this is for LLC Twitter too, because y'all love to start businesses.
Yes, for the
PP
LLC.
Lounge Twitter too.
Talk
But
about it.
I did learn with everything that you're saying. We had a financial analyst come and speak to us like as teachers or whatever. I don't know why they trying to teach us how to live on a teacher's salary. It's not possible. Anyways,
Hey y'all.
I did learn that you also is good as long as you have your beneficiary on your life insurance policy, that is good. But you also need to have a living will, a will, and a power of attorney. All three of those things cover so many different things. Like you just because like you're the beneficiary on this insurance policy, like there are other things that can override that beneficiary. So like
especially
all
the power
of
of attorney.
Yes, you have
that
to have.
will.
And they
That
cover
will
so
is
many
a
things. But even a living will and a will, like and they cover two different things. You know.
Yes.
So you definitely like look into those two to go along with your life insurance policy.
It's like we gotta know better and to do better. Cause like Q, I love that your mom and your dad set you down and told you all the things about if something happened, what to do. Cause child, I don't have any of that information. Cause so many people are just kind of like, we don't want to talk about it. Let's just not talk about it. And then you
That's
wait
how me and my brother were.
and then well shit, now it happened. What do we do now? I feel like that's where so many like siblings, because now you fighting over pennies.
Okay.
No. Not me and my people.
Her whole funeral.
Thank
what
you.
song she won't play, where she want to have it, who she want to sing, where to get the money from.
Thank you.
See, that's what I was finna make an example of because two passings this past year. First, my grandmother. With that, like he said, she planned her whole funeral. Like she left a note in her purse, a letter of how if she wanted everything to go. My grandfather, nothing. On my mom's side, even though my mom is an insurance agent, he was like, this woman that I'm dating, because him and my grandmother had been divorced by then.
A special friend.
Yeah.
Special friend.
So the woman that I'm dating, I'm gonna leave her unnamed, but he said, she gonna do right and all of that. And my mama said to him one day before he died, when money is involved in a death, people flip. They get funny. And my granddaddy kept saying, oh, no, so-and-so is going to do right. And my mama said, Daddy, I hear what you're saying, but nah, we talking about money.
Gotta put it on
I
paper.
kid you not. When my grandfather died at the funeral home, we had to take my mama out the room because the woman's daughter came into the room and she got loud saying, oh, he was my daddy. He may not be my biological father, but he was my daddy. And I think that I should have say-so in what we do here, what we do there. Mind you, my mom was paying all of this and the money from the insurance policy that my grandfather had on himself. Do y'all know, like she kept that. She said to my mom's face, what am I supposed to do? What money am I gonna have if I put this on the funeral? And my mom looked at her face and said, you know what? That's fine. You keep it. You keep all of it.
Because she's a saved woman. See, here's the issue for me.
Because baby,
I don't think it would have turned out that way for me.
Because baby,
It gets ugly.
Alicia, no ma'am.
Without giving all my family tea and business away, child. It could be some situations that could arise like that, not with my siblings, meaning the ones that I consider to be my siblings, but there may be someone else lurking out there in the streets, honey, and that cannot work for me. So like it's actually a lot of family members that I've already really told my siblings. I was like, when that time comes and that parent passes on, here is what I need to occur. Okay. There are certain people that are not invited. I don't care if you are a relative. You have done nothing and you've only caused harm for the past 20 years. You are not welcome here. Don't be coming hugging up on me, sniffling up on me with all the theatrics.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any of that because I don't want a situation like something like that to occur when we start talking about who's more worthy of being able to call who what and all of that. Because in the midst of grieving, usually denial and anger come first.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm already in that spirit, bitch, I will fight you at the wake. So I just wanted to be very clear. Very clear.
Yeah.
See, this is also
and blame it on emotions.
Yeah. Girl, parents, grandparents, us, people younger than us, get your like Miss Phoenix said, get your insurance policies together. Read your insurance policies. Go ahead and get enough money to where you will have more than enough to cover what needs to be covered. Like E was saying, baby, get your wheels together, get your living wheels together, get your beneficiaries together, understand what those things mean, do your research.
Power of attorney.
Power of attorney. Get all that shit together so nobody else can be playing around and fool-la-la with your dead corpse, child.
Thank you. Also,
your living
something, it might seem small, but I have seen it happen with clothes and jewelry. I have witnessed
the way they did my mama and my grandmama funeral, bitch.
Yeah, I have witnessed someone dying, and then like the family didn't know that a sibling took the clothes and the jewelry of that person and just gave it away to somebody else.
Bitch.
Right. So that's why
people
something small like
let me find out we family.
Even like my brother has already told my mom to alert the family. If something happened to her, he don't want no family members to show up, or he said he's shooting because he needs to get all of her jewelry. He wants all of her jewelry to come to him. So he already put out the PAS or PSA or however you say it.
Not PAS.
PSA.
I'm thinking about a PAS staying from work. But yeah, like small stuff like that you might not even think about. But when I think about it, you know, you confide in whoever you are, whoever you're closest to in your family, like that beneficiary. And if you have something like that, you know, don't be afraid to let them know, like, hey, I got this here. Like, I trust you with this. If something happened to me, you better get here first.
Or even if not, like, I know when I had the conversation with Moore, he didn't want to talk about it, but he wrote everything down and instead, like, he put it in a place to where if something was to happen, I know how to go through and read his, you know what I'm saying? You know, people don't want to, I understand, like, people don't want to have that conversation, but it's the inevitable, like KD the Great said, like, we're all going to leave this world one day. So have a plan in place. Like, even if you don't want to have the conversation, write your stuff down, tell one person or two people that you trust, like, hey, if something happens to me, this is where you can find my stuff.
Right.
Yep.
That's a word. Thank you, Miss Phoenix, for bringing this topic.
That's a good one.
I didn't even realize how much, like you say the words life insurance, but then when you really start talking about it, it's really a deep, in-depth conversation that people need to be having with their family members or their spouses or life partners, whatever it is. Like, because a lot of things fall under that umbrella.
See, that's the thing. Don't look at it as so much stuff. Look at a life insurance policy as security. That's
it's
security.
Business.
Yes. Right. Thank you. It is
it's a
good
business transaction.
It's good business and it's security. Look at it like that.
Practices.
Yeah.
Good business.
But even, you know, for the people who don't, like, you know, the people that don't believe in marriage and you have your, because, you know, every state is not a, what's it called if you've been together for so long?
Common law marriage.
And legally. Yeah, common law. A lot of states aren't common law. So get those things in writing. So even if you don't want to have that, like, that document, or you don't want to be married in that way, get it in writing, get it notarized, and have it on paper, you know, so that you can still have that power.
Yeah. Listen to E-Kane, because even if you write it on a napkin from the bar.
It's valid.
If it's written down, it's valid.
It's valid. And the same thing.
Go the extra step and get it notarized.
Right. Outside of death, honey, this marriage. If you go into her, know what you're doing, know what your state is telling you, know all of those things, because it is not the same all throughout the United States. From us personally, where we, because looking into the things to make sure what's mine before is mine, what's yours before is getting all that settled. Well, see, in Arizona, it's like that already. That's just how the state works. Every state is not like that. You might need to go down and get you a prenup because that may not be that way. So really, as we get older, it is time to start paying attention to things like that, because now we're kind of getting in a groove, getting settled. We used to paying the bills that we pay. We used to doing the things that we do. We kind of have in our mind what the trajectory of our life is going to be. Those things matter.
And I'm writing on a napkin, Drake's lyrics on a napkin. When I die, put my money in the grave.
Listen, I dropped my dental to get more life insurance because I don't use it.
Girl,
Honestly, y'all, we can go all into that because we can even talk about grave plots. I didn't even have that conversation with my parents because, like, they told me, like, whoever go first, they just gonna buy a grave plot for the family. Of course, my mom is over the top and she wants a mausoleum. So
She does, honey.
figure it out.
Not when y'all put in the loop, honey. Not when I fly out of London and put y'all in the loop.
Right. Sarcophagus. Just sit there.
Quiet as it's kept, and I haven't been to my family's gravesite. Well, not my family's gravesite, like my family is gone, but like where everybody traditionally has been buried. It is, to me, that has just always been so, at least where it is, it be so depressing. Cause it's like, child, on the corner of the woods, and in my head, I be thinking like way in advance, even after I'm gone. I'm thinking like, child, eventually this gonna be grown up. This church ain't even gonna be here no more. Trees and everything, and somebody gonna be out here walking around, stumbling over grave sites, child, giving real pest cemetery teas. I was like, this cannot be the way.
Scatter me, honey. Take a trip.
Scatter me, honey.
Yes, Lord.
Let me be free. I'm free. Let me be free.
Go scatter me in the waters of Tahiti.
I'm not playing. I'm like, I don't want that. That is too much.
And don't name my organs. Let me keep my
organs, boo.
I know I'm burn everything good. Nobody can benefit. None of this gonna benefit off of none of these black organs right here. No.
Get your own.
I'm just saying. You got a heart on your driver's license or no?
No. And don't.
No. You cannot cut that.
Oh, that's another conversation. Wow. We can get to that one.
Black people
because I used to feel them. Like about organ. No, I used to feel that way about organ transplants until my dad had to have a double lung transplant. And then I was like,
listen, y'all can test me. If somebody's in need, I will go and I will test, but I'm not gonna just go sign up and have this thing advertised on my car and like, ooh, she'll donate her organs if you kill her. No.
But ain't nobody gonna see your driver's license unless like you have to give it to them.
People do that. Like they can research if you are an organ donor or not. And like people have been targeted from being like labeled as organ donors, or even hospitals will limit your treatment or won't treat you to save you if you're an organ donor.
Okay, well tell you what,
right up on it.
Write down on a piece of receipt paper or a napkin to your family members and let them know if you need this organ when I go, you can have it. Do it that way. Get it notarized.
No, I'm kidding. I may do a kidney or something. I know diabetes and stuff run rapid, so
yeah. But you are
Listen, they're gonna have to put it in the cooler. You are reserving this for my family and my family only. In case someone needs a kidney, do not give it to no random Sue and Sally hopping on the top of the list. You keeping this in the cooler in the locker for my people.
But I will say blood donations and things of that nature, I absolutely would do those.
Oh yeah, I do blood now.
Mm-hmm.
I do blood.
They're like, no.
So many conspiracy theories with blood donation.
Honey,
You
Miss
can't
E
get
came
it.
in
You
and
can't
she's
get it.
trying to hide it. Mama is definitely a conspiracy theorist.
No, it's just like, you know,
Honey,
like I want to test my DNA. I want to do all that, but like I'm not. Y'all ain't finna have me up. You know, my DNA.
I'm
Sometimes
scared to that. Don't lie to me.
Mama probably be in her house making sure all her dead skin cells is nice and
Right.
I ain't got time about it.
You better count.
But I did try to donate. I did try to donate blood in college one time, and they told me that my whatever they measured, my iron was too low to donate.
Platelet.
So I've never tried anymore. So
I've tried like 7 times and they said nope. Every 7, all 7.
Look, I don't try no more because every time I donate, they keep calling me back, asking me for more, and I'm done.
That's why I changed my number. And
Right.
you can't call me no more.
I gave to y'all one time.
I ain't even do all that, honey. The last time that Mississippi, whoever they is, called me, all I said was, "Oh, y'all don't want my blood. Why?" I said, "Oh, honey, she sleeps with me and sorry, girl. Y'all don't like this kind, girl." Honey. Well, it's the truth, honey. Not finna have me checking the box. No, ma'am. She's contaminated, girl.
Okay. Let's hop into these pits. Let's hop into the pits. Thank you so much, Miss Phoenix.
Yes, thank you, Miss Phoenix, for that topic. Y'all let us know how y'all feel about this. Are y'all scared to have these conversations with y'all spouse and y'all family? Like, are y'all open to the idea of, death will happen? Will you be prepared? Are you waiting to be caught off guard? Let us know. Drop in the comments either on YouTube, Twitter,
Everybody.
Just drop into the comments. Let us know what y'all feel, what y'all think. So let's move right on off into the pits because we were long-winded today. EK, let's start with you. What's going on in the pits? Girl, don't say nothing. Make up something. I got Here she go with the shit.
Well, y'all took Kim K. Kim K was in the pits for me.
What in there, girl?
I don't want to move to Wisconsin. We already covered her though. I'm done giving her airtime. What happened in the pits? Come back to me. Spiral back around. Q, it looked like you ready.
Oh, I just wanted to talk to Swiss Beats for a second. Now, Swiss, it's been brought to my knowledge that you told Justin Timberlake, "Hey, we got a great thing going over here at Versus. Come be a part of this Black culture." The tippity tap tap tap, tippity tap 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 tap. That's you tap dancing, Negro. That's you. Now look, I ain't nobody's gatekeeper, but if I will or if I have to be, how you gonna invite Justin Timberlake before you invite Janet Jackson? Now the problem that I got with you, the reason why I got you in the pits, because you said Janet Jackson didn't have enough hits. You said Janet, the pleasure principle, that's the way love goes. Janet, scream. Janet, when I think of you.
Janet came out in the 80s, honey, and reinvented herself in the
anytime, any place.
And kids thinking she had just got on the scene.
Love, you know what? I'm gonna just go down the list. I Get Lonely, Pleasure Principle, Come Back to Me, If, Rhythm Nation, No Sleep, Made for Now, Black Cat, All for You, Doesn't Really Matter, Let's Wait a While, Nasty, Again,
Really matter?
All Right, All Night, Call on Me, Go Deep, Would You Mind, Rock with You, State of the World, Rhythm Nation, If, I don't know if I said these.
You did.
Probably did. I did. Oh, Escapade, When I Think of You, Miss You.
Just call me Miss Jackson if you
Discipline. Thank you. Now, Swiss, I'm gonna tell you, you done fucked up because Janet V. Jackson has been richer than you since before you was born, and she's had a banging ass career since before you was born. You might have been born. I don't know.
What has he done? It's your time.
What have you done for me lately?
You know what? You remind me of Chris Brown. After a certain point, all of your stuff starts to sound the same. But you know what? You know who coming back as the same, never has to reinvent herself? Janet D. Jackson.
You know, they always do this with Justin. They always do, because you know Timberland and Justin rides. And I get it. That album, Justified, did slam. But
you know what? Hold on.
Was before we knew what we knew.
Let me pause you right there. Let me pause you right there because we talking about verses, and this whole verse started with you and Timberland. If we really want to get into it, you don't compare when you don't compete.
I mean, it's
right?
True. I mean, it's true.
You ain't on Timberland level. He made Justin Timberlake career. He produced with Missy Elliott. Him and Missy Elliott work hand in hand.
It's the wine.
Let's talk about Aaliyah. I mean, let's really get into it. I mean, Swiss, what the fuck you thinking?
Being quiet as tell Timberland did produce Gaga's album. I mean, I'm just saying, it is what it is. I mean, Timberland really is above and beyond, but then I feel like Timberland is just cool with Justin Timberlake. You know, Justin Timberlake be in the writing rooms with Beyonce doing albums and stuff.
Who he gonna go against? Bruno?
They're gonna have to bring another white.
Is he gonna play some album, Man in the Woods, or The Clan in the Woods? What was it?
They would probably try to pull a stunt and do like a Usher moment.
About the Clan in the Woods.
Yeah, that.
But the gag is Usher with the violence. But they do this with Justin all the time. They want him to be so down as if he's like half black. And I keep thinking to myself, not from Tennessee.
Then it had
I
hits.
started out with country music-ish. Then got pop.
You know they try to put him in Memphis so bad.
They try to put him in Memphis so bad. It's giving Nashville. It always gave Nashville.
It's giving Chattanooga for me.
Oh.
Like I used to get it, but now I'm just kind of like, ain't y'all tired? Ain't y'all tired of just trying to give out tickets to the barbecue? Y'all did this with Eminem, honey, and now y'all be feeling away because, you know, somewhere in between the early 2000s, somebody killed Eminem and cloned somebody else, because I don't know who this is now. But anyways, let me not interrupt your kids. Go ahead.
You could have kept going because that's my whole thing. Like Swiss, you just trying to give out shit at a thing, and the reason why I'm just letting you keep going is because I like Alicia Keys. I like your wife. Okay, I'm cool with your wife. Your wife does great work. I love her.
I know her.
That's the only reason why
even
I'm trying to
100%
keep it real surface level with you right now. Because I could get into you, I could dig into you, because you said that Janet B. Jackson don't have as many hits as she needs for verses. She had hits before you even started doing this music thing. She probably even produced something or did something on the track that inspired your ass, or that inspired your faith.
I had Keisha Cole and Ashanti. And we can't
get about to say, not Keisha Cole got more hits.
First of all, we gonna throw Ashanti in there too, like I just said.
Throw in there. Throw in, because standing up to Janet.
And Skate, we gonna throw them in there too.
Throw them all in there.
I mean, honestly, it really could be.
Oh, Candy's low ass registering in there too.
The only person that probably got like what we would call hits would probably be like Gucci Man, but them like hood hits. Those are hits that people like in the South know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm down for Gucci Man because you know that's all
hits that the world knows.
Mixtape.
Who are we going to? But who we put against? Up against Janet?
Janet. See, that's the gag. It's not giving. It would have to be Janet. It would have to be a Janet and Friends like they did D'Angelo.
Yeah. The same thing with Missy.
I'm thinking like
same thing.
But I'm thinking like a Tony or
a Tony who?
I would still love to see Janet.
No.
Janet against Tony Braxton.
No.
I would love to see them.
The vibe will be I just got Janet Jackson over here. And then you got Tony over
but
here.
you know, Janet started out with this soft whisper R&B. Like I could do that.
You love me, girl.
Oh.
Peace to you.
No, I don't want
We're
to
not
see
gonna
Janet go
say
up.
something to Tony.
Don't be disrespecting Janet. Janet don't need to go up against nobody, and Clyde and just kept Tony don't need to go up against nobody. Don't need to
Nobody.
be solo events.
Nobody.
Nobody.
So,
Nobody.
Katie, who you got in the pits?
Okay, so
Oh,
if it ain't
rude.
going against nobody, why we mad?
Hell, what you mean? Because he said that she didn't have enough hits.
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Not you trying to egg him on.
Hell,
And I'm trying to move
Point
on.
blank period, Swiss beats.
Okay,
of
who
all,
was next?
compare when
Who
you
was
can't
next?
compete with
Who
Timberland,
else in the
and
pit?
then you talk
I don't have
about
nobody.
Beat Jackson.
They did it great. Okay, Miss Phoenix, who you got?
I mean, if I put this person in the pits, we have to fight tomorrow. So
Well, girl, fight.
you know how to move past those days.
What the hell?
Pay way too much money for my weapons to be fighting anybody nowadays.
Is that
But
person up there?
yeah,
Does that person watch this show?
perhaps.
What the hell do with the rest of us?
We gonna
Yeah,
change.
who
the
we gonna
name.
put
I
in
got
the
my
pit,
kids.
sus?
We got a show to make. Put them
Unless
hoes
they
in
want
the
to get
pit.
jumped.
No, you are.
We'll skip.
Okay, I think I
Okay,
got my
well,
pick.
I'd rather keep going. Oh, never mind. You go.
Cut you right on off. You know, now that it's Pride Month, and I was just watching a certain podcast with these lovely athletes. I ain't gonna put them on yet because they ain't cut no checks either. But D Wade was on there, and I just watched his interview. And it is Pride Month, and the amount of people that keep shading D Wade for being just a flat out loving and supportive parent, I'm putting all of them in the pits. Like all these people who saying they would throw their child away because of their choice of their lifestyle, all of y'all are in the pits. Like I don't understand.
Feel tired away.
Right.
You keep talking
Don't
unconditionally love. You can unconditionally love a man that keep beating on you and they keep drinking and keep, throwing
Cheating.
you out and treating you wrong and cheating and doing all these things to you. But you can't love your own seed and your own child that you birthed out because they choose to live a lifestyle. Whether you support it or not, they need a supportive person. They need someone that
a
loves
loving
them.
person.
My thing is with that, I love how people really ride for somebody when they're doing something that really has no substance. Y'all, right? I mean, I get it. Everybody in here loves basketball, has played basketball, follows basketball. I am not one of those girls. I know some things about some things, and that is about it. Y'all was riding so hard over a basketball game. Hard. Y'all was, our fathers, whoever, I don't even know the fucking time frame. Magic Johnson, y'all was riding so hard. Then when people try to give y'all some substance about their lives or just simply live their lives, y'all be so pressed.
And like talking about he living at his truth through his son, daughter. I'm not gonna do this. I forgot her pronoun is her. Through his daughter and all of that. Like, do y'all know this man? Y'all got so much to say about people in their lives.
Hold on.
But y'all be so unbothered and minding your own business. But it seemed like you bothered. These the most bothered people that I don't understand.
Hey, right here.
Thank you.
I want to speak. Do y'all treat y'all kids like that, or do y'all say y'all will treat y'all kids like that? Is that because that's the only love you know? Is it because your mama or your daddy, if they were in the household, if you had a together household, if you had a supportive household, if you knew what unconditional love felt like from your parents or from your family, would you be saying this? Because the way that
even if
you're either that or you're projecting, because that's another thing. One thing I know about a man who's confident in his masculinity and in himself as a man, he's not about to be worried about what the next man is doing. If that man ain't affecting my bedroom, if that man, what he's doing over there, if it ain't affecting me over here, that's not my business. What is the issue?
But even then, even if you have not been exposed to that unconditional love, you should know what it feels like to not receive the love that you wanted. So you should want to change that for your kids. It's not
But
that hard.
are you that used to that kind of treatment as love that you're programmed to believe that's the way you love?
I'm not gonna give them that excuse. I ain't even gonna give them that platform for that.
My thing is,
I can't.
if it was the opposite, would you now stand more? Would you live for him if it were the direct opposite? Would you
Yes.
live for him if he completely denied his daughter's experience? I don't know what y'all would have wanted to happen.
No.
I feel like this happens when we think about certain people, we factor out their ages. Black people, they always present us as a lot older than we are to spin some type of narrative that we're just out here being grown and acting a fool, whereas people that are not Black get the privilege to live out their childhoods completely.
And he just like literally like it's they just keep sexualizing is what it is. Like who pays this guy? She is out here sleeping with these guys. She is literally saying, I feel more comfortable as a girl. I want to explore this. Like she ain't trying to jump into no relationship. She ain't jumping into nobody's bed. She just going to freely express herself.
The child is like 13. Okay, y'all, are we forgetting that the child is literally like 13 years old and y'all trying to put all this extra stank on it? Y'all don't know what's in that girl pants. Y'all don't even know what that girl want in her pants. You don't know any of those details. You're simply speculating based off things that you've heard, things that you don't know, things that you have no experience with. Like Q said, things that you're trying to project. Maybe something's going on. You're doing too much for a person that you don't even know that's just living their personal lives. My thing is, if you know nothing about the trans experience, you really don't have an opinion. If you know nothing about the gay experience, you really shouldn't have such a strong ass opinion. There's transgender women all throughout the fucking world. Y'all probably see them all the time and stand and don't even know.
Oh no.
They may have had surgery. They may not have had surgery. I live for T.S. Madison. T.S. Madison is loud, live, and in color, and very much has not had bottom surgery. It's just like, why do y'all have to go to sex? It is a 13-year-old child. Y'all, people be forgetting that sometimes.
Oh.
And B. Wade is doing nothing but parenting his child the best way he knows how. Every video I've ever seen him speak on the situation, I try not to watch too many of them because I'm like, people are giving this a lot and they're just trying to raise their children at this point. It's like, you giving it a lot. I'm like, he's like,
and even with
I
him
didn't wake up and was like, oh, this is what I want my child to be. He is literally going along with the flow, with the resources that he has, the best way that he can to make sure that his child feels loved. All the extra shit is just extra shit. You know.
First of all, where is your goddamn child?
But even,
your child in your house? Are you paying child support right now?
Bar, where's your father?
You don't even have, in the words of Jocelyn, ho, if you have a baby, but you ain't taking care of your baby, your mama got your baby, the grandmama got the baby.
The grandmama is the baby.
Then you ain't no mama ho, the grandmama the baby. That's what it is.
Listen, I'm just putting them in the pits. Like they just in the pits. I'm a firm believer in just letting people live their truth. Like it's their life to live. Let people be happy and do what it is that they want to do with their life and love them and be supportive for them. I'm okay with yes. I mean, where's the communication? Like yes. It could like I'm a little worried just for you and how the world is. You can say that and still be supportive. Like stop projecting.
You know what?
I don't know. But
you know
yeah,
what?
all the people in the pits, people who are so unbothered that they're bothered, all y'all are in the pits.
That part.
All right, Jay, who you got?
I have I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I'm just saying the presentation wasn't what it needed to be for me. Monique, girl, We love your girl. We know we your babies. We know we your honeys. We love it when you make fake devil eggs that you got from Tabitha Brown website and things of that nature. Girl. We feel for it, girl. We love that you call your husband your actual father. I mean, go off, sis.
No, we do fucking not. No, we not.
This is all your business and what's going on in your house.
It's a little weird to me.
That's creepy.
Weird.
Dr. Heavenly, I love you. I love you to death, Dr. Heavenly, but that shit is creepy.
My thing is, girl, I get it. But I was also listening to something else, something that Funky Dineva has said on his page, and I thought it made a lot of sense. Is it the bonnet or is it the behavior associated with the bonnet nowadays?
Period.
Because it's a bonnet, it's a head wrap. Niggas wear fitted caps, baseball caps, all kinds of different shit on their head. Cool, fine. Pajamas out in public. I mean, I get what you're saying. If somebody's running an errand though, that just don't seem to really bother me. Now, when I go out of the house, do I try to present something? Yes, that's just the way I was raised and the way I was taught though. Always have your ass on a clean pair of underwear and always look somewhat presentable because you don't know what the world gonna have for you in that day and that time. But it's not my job to go around policing Black women on what they should be wearing, what they shouldn't be wearing, what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. If she just spent $500 on her fucking silk press and she want to keep that shit wrapped in a bunny until it's time to go out to the club, that has nothing to do with me.
But even then, we can't go out in a bonnet. We can't go out in a scarf. You can't wear your natural hair because it's not presentable. You can't get your hair straightened and wear weave and wigs because you're not woke or you're not like. It's always something with Black women.
So the reason why I'm not gonna say nothing,
you can't get your hair cut, or I'm saying, or it's gonna be looking manly. It's just it's always something.
I just find it a little divisive. I just find the conversation now. You got some Black women that are saying, well, yeah, you need to go outside, look presentable. And it might not even be about a man. You just never know who you're going to see. And I get that side. And then you got some Black women that saying, bitch, I'm going to the Piggly Wiggly. I am not going to put on a motherfucking outfit and comb my hair down to go pick up a bag of chicken and then come back home and got to wrap that shit back up. I get both sides. All I'm saying is, sister, if you were going to present said thing, you should have had on a petticoat. Quiet as it's kept, girl. Not you sitting here with the titties hanging low, way down below, with your little robe on, honey, giving very much, TJ Maxx tees, which nothing wrong with TJ Maxx. I shop there too. Okay. But it's like, if you're gonna be doing all this extra, at least present, girl.
Dress for less.
Present, girl. Present. You should have been fully suited and booted. If you were going to be delivering this message, girl, you were one step away from wrapping your hair up.
Thank you.
So let them girls in them airports do what they do and move throughout life the way that they do. It's not our job to police. Now, to the individuals that do that, honey, now I will say, now you just cannot be in a bonnet and pajamas and also be disrespectful in public. Now you gotta choose one of them motherfucking things. You can't be loud, real hype. You playing your music without your earphones or AirPods in your girl. You having full-blown FaceTime conversations, loud as all hell. And with the other stuff, it's a lot. It's giving very disrespectful of other people's space and time. Because now you're infringing upon other people's space with the loudness and all your extras. Now your bonnet on in the Walmart. Well, I don't shop at Walmart, but your bonnet on at the Costco, girl, I could give a goddamn.
Now wait a minute.
Loud and extra, and I can't think about which pack of tomatoes I want because I'm over here listening to you cuss Pookie and Eugene out, girl. It's too much now. That's all I gotta say on that.
And y'all asses have been put in the motherfucking pigs.
Oh. More to say.
Get part.
Well, Katie is wrapping it up for us.
She's wrapping this bitch right on up.
Goodbye.
It's been a great week. It's been a
Hey,
great
Katie,
video.
since you wrapping us up, go ahead and close us out.
I ain't saying all of that now.
You have to follow us on YouTube.
You know, you gotta follow us on YouTube at the Pits on the_Pits dot I'm sorry, let me scratch that. the_Pits_podcast on all platforms. Just go ahead and go click that follow button or add, whatever you want to do.
Subscribe, please.
And go to our YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube
Period.
and run it up.
It
Tell
always be
everybody
the one
that ain't
that's ready
nobody.
to go.
That
That's
is
not
somebody.
ready to go. It's always the one that's ready to go. That's not ready to go.
Y'all better watch our stuff. It's funny.
Listen, press play if you don't want to listen to it. Just let it play on your TV, on your phone. You ain't even gotta listen. Really, truthfully, just run them views up.
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
And them subscribers
Yes,
up.
God.
Yeah,
And continue
let's
to let
go.
your melanin pop severely.
In the words of Nene Marlowe, support me, bitch.
And on that note,
And on that note, we thank y'all for listening. We appreciate you. We love the support. Keep it rolling in. Keep it rolling in. We
Girl, is that a white refrigerator? What is this, honey? Get your coat and your dog, Kenya. We're gonna find you somewhere to stay.
And on that note, everybody go to Amazon. Let's all be petticoat fresh.
ugh, not a white refrigerator.
Love ya.